Washington is NEWS24. I'm William. Well, overnight, more Israeli attacks on Iran took place and vice versa. This caused more destruction and death and loss of life. President Trump urged yesterday those in the areas in Iran to evacuate, and cars jammed up the road as people tried to flee in time. Israel has sustained the loss of life, but the Iranian death toll is much higher, with over 500 deaths confirmed at this time, including all the top leaders that ran the nuclear sites where they were building and developing enriched uranium for possible nuclear bombs. The first body of the Air India crash was released from an autopsy yesterday to grieving families waiting. As you probably already know, the crash took everybody on board, except for one man who was sitting in seat 11A by the emergency door. The plane crashed, and moments before it crashed, he opened that door and got out. It took off at Ahmedabad airport and slammed into a doctor's hospital. Now, the heat from the plane's fuselage was thousands of degrees Fahrenheit and killed anything around it, including several dogs. The cause is still under investigation. So a little more until later from that. Well, yesterday and overnight, we had yet even more heavy rain here in the Mid-Atlantic, especially here in Norfolk, the Tidewater region. A few strong thunderstorms as well. We've had one day after another of those. West Virginia, as you know, yesterday saw at least 5 people die as a result of the heavy rain, which produced some heavy mudslides, rain falling on already saturated ground. Now on to the Sunshine State of Florida, where 8 D&D employees were actually arrested after it was discovered that they had allegedly sold 1,000 commercial driver's licenses, CDL licenses, to 1,000 illegal immigrants without going through the proper protocol and verification process and paperwork that would make it a requirement to be a citizen of the U.S. to have a CDL license. So around 1 million illegal immigrants have also self-supported since President Trump took office in late January. That's the report coming in this morning. Today is Election Day here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Remember, there are 4 Commonwealth states. On the ballot, Virginians can choose their next Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor in the region. According to local news affiliates here in Norfolk and Portsmouth, WBEC. Now, there's going to be local elections, including here, where residents will also be voting in a new sheriff and a few new Commonwealth, or AKA district attorney seats. Polls are open now and will be closing this evening. Now, news out of South Carolina. Can you believe it? It was 10 years ago today that a man walked into, he's already been convicted and said, we're not even going to name him, so it's fictive. He walked into a Charleston, South Carolina church and began shooting. 9 people died. They were all African American. A few others were injured, still suffering from their injuries years later. Motivated in a racial shooting. We will always remember the victims and their families. All right, well, it looks like that Carowinds will be opening up a brand new water ride, a record-breaking water ride, calling it Project Otter, in time for the 2026 season. It'll be replacing the existing, what used to be their white water attraction. Just get in those inner tubes and you go down some white water, just like Whitewater Canyon at Kings Dominion. So stay tuned for that. SeaWorld San Antonio will be allegedly getting a new D&M family inverted coaster. That'll be the 3rd one here in the U.S. The first one opened up last year at Phoenix Rising in Busch Gardens, Tampa. The second opened up this year as Big Red Wolf Looks in at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And the 3rd one will be next year at Six Flags. It's SeaWorld San Antonio. Get everything mixed up because everyone's getting new ownership. So we'll keep you posted, of course, with the latest on that. These protests continue across the region, but we are happy to say that over the weekend, even though that Glenn Youngkin here in Virginia called up the National Guard, they weren't needed. The peaceful protests were, in fact, peaceful. There were no riots that occurred, which is good because you do have the right as Americans to peacefully protest, but not in large gatherings where you block traffic as well, unless you have a police escort. All right, wow, a lot of news today, but you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll keep you posted with the latest on the Israel-Iran war, as well as the King protest, and then as well as the weather going on, and the latest in the aftermath of that devastating Air India Flight 121 crash. See you back here tomorrow. That was a lot of news.